In this activity, students will use the databases within Utah's online library to find 3 pieces of evidence to support a specific position regarding the impact of non-renewable energy consumption on a chosen Earth system. And the goal is to build a foundation for the argument supported by evidence required by the standard. So in the first step, students will select a focus. So they'll choose one non-renewable resource and one Earth system. Then once they've done that, they're going to be able to use Utah Online Library, go into their databases. So instead of using a general search engine, students are directed to come to Utah Online Library. And I suggest that they use Gale in Context. Again, I'm on the middle school version because this is an 8th grade standard. So I would direct them to Gale in Context or Sears Issue Researcher. Either one of these, they're going to try and find some information. So they've got to find their 3 pieces of evidence, and they're going to create a brief digital file instead of handwritten notes. So for piece 1, they're going to find a rate of consumption, so basically a statistic on the current per capita consumption rate, or global reserve depletion rate. And then their piece 2, they're going to get a factor conclusion about the effect of using that resource on their chosen Earth system. And then the 3rd piece of evidence is they're going to get information that emphasizes the resource's non-renewable nature or limited reserves. So they're going to be doing this research. So for example, if they go to Gale into Context, they'll come in here and they can do their search. We're going to do non-renewable resources. And what I really like about Gale is right at the top, it shows you all their content types they have. There's 3 reference articles on this. There's 9 videos, there's 9 magazines, and 1 news article. So if they are wanting to use this as a source, they can go into the source. Let's say they go into this source. It has live links in here, so you can click on these different terms if you want live links, which I love. It has a sidebar with words to know, which is great for vocabulary building. And then the other part of this assignment is going to be they actually, for each piece of evidence they have to have a citation. And what's really nice about the databases is they always have, either at the bottom or at the top, they will have a place where it gives you a citation. And I'm asking my students to do APA, so we can change it. It defaults to MLA, so we can change it to APA. And then they can select this, they can copy and paste that, and that becomes their citation. So I really like the fact that it builds a citation for them. It also gives them resources for websites and books. It has links. And we talk about how the database here is credible information. It's not like Google where you have to be very careful about what you get. This is all credible information. That's why I like having them use the databases. Once the students get all this information, their citations, their 3 pieces of evidence, they're actually going to submit it as a digital evidence brief, and they're going to submit it via our learning management system. So like for us, it would be Canvas. So that's what I would do for this activity.